welcome to the channel of love. I've got Jasper who's just decided to jump up. Hey boy, how are you doing? You jumped up just in time. Good morning. Well, good afternoon. It's 13:46. We're going to do a reading. Okay. I have the Tarot Grand Lux and the Archangel Power Tarot cards to play with. Can I just cross my leg over? That's a good boy. Okay. We're going to use the Tarot Grand Lux first. What day are we on? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, Jasper. Do you feel good on this day? Okay, let's have a look at the cards. Should we check to make sure we're recording, Jasper? Because you kind of distracted me. 55 seconds, we are. You distracted me when you jumped up. Okay. Oh, I haven't even got my coffee. Okay, we'll get that in a moment. That's just over there. Jasper, how are we going to get the coffee? Oh, interesting. I'm asking Jasper how we're going to get the coffee. How are we going to navigate this, Jasper? Do we kind of scoot our chair over so I don't have to... Do I pick you up? Do you stand on the table while I quickly get up and go? You're going to stay with me. Okay, we're going to unfold the legs again. We're just going to... It will make sense in a minute, guys, but hold on. I'm going to go and get my coffee. We're going to go and get my coffee. A little bit more. Little bit more, Jas. It's all right, you got your balance. I've got it. I've got it, dude. Okay, back we go. Back in position. Got to give it some leg work. Okay. We're there. There's a masculine here, navigating the feminine. Well, it looks like she's leading the way, but he's directing the boat. He's following her directions. And via him doing this, why would you even say that? She's keeping him away from the swords there that are in the water. Okay. Alright. So the feminine here, there's two people in the boat. They look like two feminines. There's one that's standing up. She's glowing. I don't feel there's a coldness about her. I just feel that she has a ghostly whiteness about her. More of a spirit. And she's guiding this boat. It's not a bad boat, is it? It's quite a finely detailed boat. The fine details. And this gentleman, his attire doesn't look like it fits in with the others. So there's this energy of being like a slave. But I don't feel like he's a slave. He's a slave for love. Okay, moving on card. The Six of Swords. Let's read what this card would like to say. Now we've done our shuffling. That's quite a lot of a write-up here. The Six. In the Rider-Waite, they talk about the Rider-Waite Tarot. In the Rider-Waite Tarot, this scene is shown from the reverse view. We see the backs of the figures as the boatman steers the boat away from the shore. Okay. Pamela Coleman Smith's illustration suggests troubled waters on one side of the boat and calmer water on the other side. I choose to show the scene with the boats coming towards us. This allows us to see the characters. Okay, he's just getting a drink. This allows us to see the characters, including the smaller of the two passengers, who often goes unnoticed. Well, I kind of noticed her. She has more colour to her face. Okay, to her skin, I should say. The troubled waters are shown here in the background as waves breaking over rocks, suggesting that the more perilous part of the journey is over and the dangers avoided. But even though our travellers are now in calmer waters, they are not necessarily in the clear yet. Swords rising from the water's surface symbolise that further obstacles may await and will also have to be carefully navigated. And I'm feeling this is the Divine Masculine here, following, we can say the Divine Feminine's direction, because it could just be him following his own feminine intuition within, unless he has access to guidance from his Divine Feminine, who is helping to navigate him through this. So let's have a look at the Archangel Power Tarot. We'll see what the archangels would like to say. It's that word power. It's like the power of the heavens, the power of spirit. And this feminine here, she withholds a lot of navigational knowledge. Archangel Power Tarot. Queen of Gabriel, so it definitely representing the Divine Feminine's energy with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Gabriel. And Gabriel come down and whispered to Joseph. What did Gabriel whisper? Anyway, passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want, the ability to attract helpful people. Divine Feminine, this is you and your power. You can do anything right now. Why? Because you're following Divine's guidance. You're being navigated by the Divine. Go after what you want, so anything that you desire. Your wish is my command. And the ability to attract helpful people. And I feel like this masculine is very open and willing to helping and assisting you, Divine Feminine. Why? Because he wants to help and assist you because you are leading the way. Okay. He wants to be of assistance. He trusts you. So let's have a look at the energy of the Queen of Gabriel. I'm actually singing Gabrielle in my mind. Dreams can come true. Look at me, babe, I'm with you. You know you've got to have them. You know you got to be strong. So, Divine Feminine, you're going after your dreams here. Let's have a look at the situations. You can do anything right now. You may not fully grasp how wonderful you are, but those around you definitely see it. It's time to believe in yourself. Your kind eagerness to help others in their lives will attract people willing to do the same for you. Nice things happen to nice people. They happen for nice people. People are just wanting to assist you, Divine Feminine, to get to where you're going because they're coming with you. Oh, let's have a look at the people. Okay, I've opened to the King of Gabriel. A very charming person whom everyone likes. Someone who is able to balance all aspects of his or her life with ease and grace. Passionate, independent, friendly, beautiful, popular, busy, confident, brilliant, unwavering. I would like to follow in the footsteps of someone holding those traits. Someone who is able to balance all aspects of his or her life with ease and grace. Passionate, independent, friendly, beautiful, popular, busy, confident, brilliant, unwavering. Who wouldn't want to be around someone with those attributes? Well, this guy here is a guy. This guy here, something about Guy Fawkes. God damn it, we're going to blow up Parliament. Let's do it. It's about time someone bloody did it. Oh, get the words out. It's about time someone bloody did it. Listen, if Parliament for some reason blows up, I did not do it, okay? Reenacting Guy Fawkes. That would do it. That would do the job. Seriously. The additional meanings of this card. Following through on advice you receive, do not blow up Parliament. going after what you want, experiencing excellent health. Let's carry on. It's definitely his energy about blowing this shit up. Anyway. Okay. We have the wheel. Looks like a roulette wheel. Okay. Got a choice of black or gold. Black and gold. Black and gold. Black and gold. What's those words? Who even sings this song? Black and gold. Let's turn the phone around. It's like that wheel. What I can see is these two characters, the devil and an angel. Black and gold. Let's have a look. Have I not Googled anything since the old woman who lived in a shoe? Seriously? What's wrong with me? Okay. Black and gold. Song? Lyrics. Put in lyrics. Black and gold lyrics. If a fish swam out of the ocean and grew legs and they started walking, and the apes, this is interesting because there's an ape on here. Okay. What have we got in here? I believe we have the new moon energy. I believe that might be a hare. There's a lion and a monkey, an ape, that's on here. Just getting the full lyrics up. If it's a song by Sam Sparrow, it's those little birdies, isn't it? Okay. If a fish swam out of the ocean and grew legs and they started walking, and the apes climbed down from the trees and grew tall and they started talking, and the stars fell out of the sky and the tears rolled into the ocean, and now I'm looking for a reason why you even set my world into motion. No, this isn't the world card, but it's kind of like the mini world card. So destiny, the wheel's always going to turn. What goes up must come down. What goes around comes around. Listen, it's a karmic cycle. So the wheel's always going to turn. So you even set my world into motion. And I feel like you set the divine masculine on his path to destiny, to his destiny. Because if you're not really here, then the stars don't even matter. Now I'm filled to the top with fear that it's all just a bunch of matter. Because if you're not really here, then I don't want to be either. I want to be next to you, black and gold, black and gold, black and gold. Wow. The sun in the middle here. The divine masculine's energy. It's like he actually wants to be the centre of your world, universe. I look up to the night sky and see 1,000 eyes staring back. And all around these golden beacons, I see nothing but black. And that there is the new moon. You can't see the new moon. It's black. I feel a weight of something beyond them. If you can have a look in the distance, you can see the different phases of the moon. Or is that actually the Earth? I'm not sure. Well, listen, there's other planets. I feel a weight of something beyond them. I don't see what I can feel. If vision is the only validation, then most of my life isn't real. Because if you're not really here, then I don't want to be either. I want to be next to you, black and gold, black and gold, black and gold. I want to be next to you. Black and gold, black and gold, black and gold. Okay, we've got some more black and golds going on here. Spinning that roulette wheel. Because if you're not really here, then the stars don't even matter. Now I'm filled to the top with fear, but it's all just a bunch of matter. Because if you're not really here, then I don't want to be either. I want to be next to you. Black and gold, black and gold, black and gold. Very interesting. Okay. Who wouldn't want to be next to you, Divine Feminine? It's quite deep, isn't it? Should we read what the Wheel of Fortune card would like to say from this deck? It's a Major Arcana, the Wheel. This card borrows some elements from the traditional Wheel of Fortune card, including a token reference to the Marcellus Tarot. On these cards, you'll always see his initials, CM. Ciro Marchetti. It's on that new moon. It represents the eternal cycle of contrasting fates and fortune, each a combination of our own influence and choices, but many things are ultimately determined by luck and circumstance. The hair is an indication. I don't know, it's not going very curly today. Where have you gone? We'll put some curls on your head. How are you going to do that? Oh, we give you a bit of a shock. Anyway, so. Well, it's this side, look. Can you tuck behind here? Okay. No, we just leave it. Lucy, carry on. We'll get back to the hair later. No, we'll do it now. The hair is an indication of things to come. Okay, the hair is an indication of things to come. I will rule. The lion, the present I am ruling. The monkey, possibly a mocking realisation of the temporal nature of our previous state, I did rule. And finally, the abstract, empty, fourth, non-state, I have no rule. I have no rule. That's quite a blankness there. The Divine Masculine kind of saying, listen, there are no rules to follow. Well, apart from the laws of the universe, but you're breaking all the rules here. You're breaking all the rules? There are no rules. Okay. And then there's this mocking energy of, I did rule, thinking that you were in control. And we all walk around in that illusion that we are in control of our lives, and we're not. Destiny has the wheel here. Okay. Knight of Ariel, very nice energy, because after a long time it's the Divine Masculine coming in. It takes me to the pink card from yesterday's Secret Language of Colour cards, pink, Let Love In. And that was card number 4, which would be the Emperor. The number of the Emperor, I will rule. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Ariel, trustworthy, understanding, devoted and funny. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind. And I feel like actually that's you, Divine Feminine, here. Look what you're doing with the coins here. Okay, and I feel this is the Divine Masculine watching you. It's like watching your every move, picking up hints and tips on how to grow grow abundantly. Okay, so he too is also wanting to grow abundantly. Lavender's blue, dilly dilly, lavender's green. When I am king, dilly dilly, you shall be queen. Okay. That just come to mind. King of Raphael. Now we're going to the Knight of Ariel. Whereabouts are the Ariels? Okay, what's the situation? There is so much to accomplish. Make a plan that is methodical and sees to every detail. And I feel like this is you, Divine Feminine, for some reason. The situation is you're quite good at making methodical plans, making sure that every detail is seen to. It's like you don't miss a thing. And I don't want to miss a thing. Because baby, when I dream of you, it's watching over you. The sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, babe, and I don't want to miss a thing. Okay, I don't want to miss one smile. Okay, I don't want to miss one kiss. Let's carry on. You may decide it's time to find a better job. Business matters take precedence over emotional ones in this situation. Angels are watching over you right now, so think big. I can hear a siren outside. Angels are watching over you. Well, the angel's actually doing the work. It's the masculine who is watching over. He's an angel in disguise. Okay. Let's have a look at the people. A person of great kindness and understanding. Someone with your very best interest at heart. Loyal, trustworthy, funny, creative, ecologically minded, maybe a vegetarian or vegan. I actually feel that's the energy of the masculine here. We've got the Queen of Gabriel for the Divine Feminine. But I'm feeling as if the masculine is a person of great kindness and understanding. He's understanding that he needs to be kind. Okay. Someone with your very best interest at heart. Loyal, trustworthy, funny, creative, ecologically minded, maybe a vegetarian or vegan. Additional meanings of this card, renewed action. Yeah, when I said this masculine realises that he needs to be kind, because I believe like he's mocking himself with this ape energy. It's like, I did rule. But I feel like more his philosophy was, you need to be cruel to be kind. And I don't feel that there's a cruel bone in this divine masculine's body, in his being. Renewed action. I feel like he's going to opt for the kindness approach. Wise investments, being watched over by someone kind. Doesn't want to be cruel. Why would you want to be cruel to the Divine Feminine when she has just these amazing abilities, attributes, traits? Okay, because what was coming through was, she does have a dark side. I don't want to say you take the bad with the good, but we all have a shadow side. But really, at the core, she's pretty amazing. Okay. Where do you want me to go from here? I feel like I'm not to really touch too much on this story, so we'll look at the bottom of the deck and then we'll pull some oracle cards. And this may be another short reading. It's a tower, but I like this tower. I think it looks like quite I told you what we're going to do. It's blow the place up. Something about blowing down the house, blowing up the house, blowing. Jeez. This is the point where you start worrying whether or not you're kind of releasing like premonitions. The tower. London's coming up big, isn't it? The Tower of London. They keep the Queen's jewels in there. The gate's been... Well, you can't really see an explosion. Oh, it's fairy dust. At the bottom here. It's a fairy tale castle. And, okay, the dome maybe knocked off. But this here, I wondered if it was smoke, and it's not. It's not like the Great Fire of London. This is Tinkerbell, really. Round Big Ben, sprinkling her pixie dust so that you can fly. You can fly. You can fly. It happened. I saw it. Peter Pan. So we got the tower. That's pixie dust at the bottom there. Okay. Wrong book. Tower. Oh dear. Comes just before the star. The Tower card portends a sudden, disastrous change, bringing calamity. This edifice is typically shown being struck by lightning, the tower top engulfed in flames. That's like power couple, twin flames taking over government. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. And that is exactly how I initially produced it also. However, at the time I was working on it, Hurricane Irma was threatening to ravage Florida. The formidable size and force of this oncoming storm was a cause of significant concern. My home and those of my immediate family were in the predicted path for a direct hit. Be quiet, why would we talk about premonitions? Listen, maybe just stay away from the Houses of Parliament and Big Ben at the moment. Or London, just stay away from London. Avoid London, that's all I'm going to say. Look, keep yourself to yourself, okay? Stay in the safety of your own home. My home, well, it does seem a little bit bizarre that there's a predicted path here. So, okay. We're talking about navigation. I have to take this seriously. I don't normally do predictions, but maybe it's best to avoid London at this moment. My home and those of my immediate family were in the predicted path for a direct hit. That's slightly concerning, seeing as my hometown. This is actually, I can tell you, hold on, where's the piece of paper? Oh, did I throw it in the bin? I was sorting through something yesterday. It was a photo album. And actually, my daughter had picked up this photo album, like at, do you guys know what a boot fair is? Like a car boot fair. A stall, like people selling second-hand things. Okay. I don't know what you guys call it. And she, and I was cleaning it up. I was actually going to get rid of it, and I thought, actually, it's quite nice. I just need to clean it up. So I pulled out the little tags. I kept it on the table, and my daughter hadn't used it. Well, she definitely hadn't wrote on it, on any of these. And there wouldn't really be any reason for her to do so, seeing as she doesn't come from where it said on there. But it actually said on there Kent, and that's where I was born, in Kent. And I thought, that's weird. So all I could see was Kent, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Guys, I actually had it, because I thought, what does that mean? And the day before, no, yeah, maybe, not yesterday, the day before, I was speaking with my brother-in-law, who has my two nephews, who I helped to raise. And they all live together, and they live in Kent. And I was talking about tarot, and actually he said to me, he says, you're actually very connected, aren't you? You bring through, like, divine messages. And I said, yes, I do. I mean, he knows this, but I think he's starting to really realise my connection with Source. And I said, the tarot cards can tell you whatever you want. This is honestly a true story. I said, they can tell you, well, when I get to it in a minute. So they can tell you whatever you want to know. I said, I can see what the energy's like around you. I said, it wasn't so much about being directed at him. He directed it at himself. I didn't. Because I said to him, well, I can kind of see what the energy's like out there in comparison to what it's like where I am, where I live. So meaning I can pull cards that tell you what the energy's like in my home. I can pull cards on what's going on outside with the collective, like maybe the fear-based collective, what's going on with them. And he said, all right, then do it. I thought we might pull like England and America. He went, pull where I am. No, he said to me, first of all, pull where you are. I said, okay. I said, you do know where I live, because there's a really strong reference within my title of where I live. I said, you do know that, okay. And it's quite a small place that I live in, and we've had no issues, or it just feels like life, apart from the shops, but apart from that, it's all pretty chilled. And I would expect that. So I pulled a card and it came up with the Ace of Wands. And there was the fairy tale castle, and all the grass was so lush and green where I am, like on the card. And it was like, it's a fairy tale here. I'm just not being affected by it. And he went to me, all right, pull where I live then. And I'm like, okay. So I pulled where he lived, and it came up with the Queen of Pentacles. And I said, it's not good. All your grass has dried up. The ground is dead. I said, this is the card of Mother Earth. And, you know, the Queen of Pentacles, she's staring at this coin. And I said, it's not good. The energy around you is not good. And he doesn't live that far from really going into London. It's not really far. Probably reach London within half an hour, 45 minutes. And so the whole energy kind of down in the southeast there, not good. I haven't actually spoken to him since. Our phone cut off after that. I said, I'll pull some more cards, and it just left it like that. I told Emily, I believe it was, that I had done it. I said, very interesting. How the energy is completely different. So, energy around the southeast, London, Kent, not good last time I checked in on it. The grass, he went, look at it. He said, it just looks dry. And I said, Mother Earth just doesn't know what to do. So, well, she is. She's going to sprinkle some pixie dust. Okay. True story. And then yesterday I found that with Kent, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. I live like 3 hours away, 2.5, 3 hours away from there. I'm up country from there. So, where I am, green, green grass upon. And I had to say to my brother-in-law, I said, don't you worry. You have my nephews. I love all 3 of those. They've been a massive part of my life for, my brother-in-law since I was like 9, 10. And, they're protected. And I had to kind of tell him that you are protected, because that's quite concerning, isn't it? But let's carry on with the reading. The symbolism of this card took on a more threatening and personal perspective. Would I, in the next 24 hours, also leave? Okay. Would I, in the next 24 hours, also lose my roof to a Marcellus breath of God? I tempted fate and continued to work on this image as the weather conditions outside deteriorated. I modified the image to reflect these circumstances. Fortunately, the storm veered away sufficiently and we were spared any significant damage, but it did do tremendous damage elsewhere. As a result, this Tower card will always have a more personal meaning to me. And we're talking about direction. I know that most of you guys live in America, so this doesn't even affect you, but be careful. Not be careful. Okay, be careful with the guidance that you receive, like warning signs, red flags, of areas to stay away from. And just by chance, it's like in my home county that the energy is coming up very toxic. And of course, I'm protected as I believed I was. But it's more about protecting your loved ones. Okay. And letting them know that they are protected. They're in your protective bubble. You can't control other things that go on outside of that bubble. The divine knows who is under your protection, under their protection. Okay. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck here. 9 of Gabriel. This is I actually want to say fertilising new soil. Okay. We get to go to work. Cultivating the soil here. Stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility, environmental activism. Okay. This is very much about helping with the cultivating this earth. And the masculines here, they're on board. They've got their dungarees on. What do I need to do, cowboy? Let's read the 9 of Gabriel. Very nice how the 9 of Gabriel, the masculine here, really assisting the divine feminine, doing whatever he can. Trust him. It's very much about trusting the feminine's intuition, though. Okay. 9 of Gabriel. I'll check home later, make sure everyone's okay. Listen, it's been a few days, I'm sure they're absolutely fine. But yeah, it's something to be conscious about. Wrong book. Don't give up. Your determination and courage are needed now more than ever. You've come a long way and your work has been important and valuable. Stand your ground and protect what you have created. Be prepared for any possibility. You've already proven yourself and your position is secure so long as you have confidence. You may be tired, but this is the last challenging situation before success comes your way. Additional meanings of this card: sticking with your plans, ability to fight off illness. Yeah. Divine Masculine, it's like you're standing strong. It's there's this energy of you not being frightened by what's going on out there. You will stand your ground, you're going to continue with your plans, and your plan is to cultivate this earth. Nourish, bring nourishment to this earth. Sticking with your plans, ability to fight off illness, environmental activism, and growing organic food. Interesting. Let's get some oracle cards, please. We'll have a look at the enchanted map. Every time I cut the deck, cards are just kind of coming out. That was happening yesterday. We've got 4 cards. Let's have a look. Spirit of Place, card number 4. I was tempted to have a look at the other cards, but we'll have a look at this one first. Authenticity is the essence of power. Our ancient ancestors believed that every place has a spirit looking after it or embodying it. And I feel Divine Feminine, there's something about Mother Earth, your energy. There's this essence of protection. That's what it is around your loved ones. Our ancient ancestors believed that everybody has a spirit looking after it or embodying it. Just as we have a soul, the plants, trees, birds, mountains and rivers have their own essences. When the Spirit of Place arrives in your reading, it says that the answer to your query is in an overarching theme of your circumstances. Is your question about a struggle? The answer is to relax and let go of your need to control the situation. If your inquiry relates to finding love, then embody love rather than long for it. This is very much about not worrying about what's going on out there, and that all your needs are taken care of and the needs of those important to you. It's like you're wasting energy if you're going to worry about this. If you worry about it, you're basically saying that you don't trust in the divine protection, that the divine will protect anything that holds value or is worthy for you and to you. So, is your question about a struggle? The answer is to relax and let go of your need to control the situation. If your inquiry relates to finding love, then embody love rather than long for it. And I want to say about if your inquiry relates to finding wellness, then embody wellness rather than long for it. Once you find the essential truth that underlies your question and then name it, you'll discover the answer you've been seeking. Your greatest power is your authenticity. Okay. That's interesting because, we've got Into the Unknown in reverse. I felt that's interesting. Like Divine Feminine, if you have messages to share, then you share them. Okay. 7 in reverse. Trust and all will be revealed. Okay, let's have a look at the reverse meaning. Now, interesting, Divine Feminine. I feel that you are experienced. it came up yesterday. Oh, it came up in the live about immaturity. Well, I brought it up. But actually about you being very mature. And it is a responsibility, but it's one that has been put into your hands. The divine trusts you with these divine revelations. So let's read the reverse meaning. Inexperience plus overconfidence can lead you into a dangerous situation, for which you're unprepared. I actually felt like a little bit of a rallying energy going on. I don't know what's going on out there. I felt like a rallying people up. There's environmental activism, and if you're kind of drawn to go to any kind of rallies or what are they called, protests, if you want to be, listen, you're not allowed to protest anything, okay? It's kind of like the guidance of stay away. Don't become over enthusiastic that you want to get involved in something thinking that you're doing it for the greater good. The divine knows exactly what they're doing. So inexperience plus overconfidence can lead you into a dangerous situation for which you're unprepared. Always remember that wisdom comes from experience. Keep an open mind and enter this part of your journey with alert eyes. Don't assume you know this territory. You may not recognise what is hidden by camouflage. This is not a time for careless adventure. Listen, stay away from the capital. Maybe we need to just all stay away from the capital. Capital letters, that's the masculines, isn't it? Oh, I had a vision or a dream. That was a while ago, last year. And I could see the divine masculines. When I closed my eyes, it looked like I was looking at the New York skyline, but it was upside down. And then I had the vision that all the masculines were being placed in the capitals to do their work. They're taking on the capitals. They're taking on the capital letters. So I don't know what that kind of refers to, but that was a vision that they're blowing this shit up. Okay. I feel it's energetically, guys. I don't. Let's have a look at the next card. Compass. This is what you need to follow, guys. Your true north. But it's like you're not going to Neverland where all the naughty boys go, the lost boys. It's like you don't follow the second star to the right. You follow the first one. Okay. And then you can go straight on till morning. As long as you orient your compass to true north, the direction of your higher power, you will never be lost. What's going on here? I believe that, are they star signs? Looks like there's a lot of whispering around going here. I could just see the two compasses, and I feel like if you clamp them down together, you're both following the divine direction. Okay. So as long as you orient your compass to true north, the direction of your higher power, you will never be lost. You're entering uncharted territories right now and can expect wonderful new experiences. To stay on the highest path of your destiny. And it was like, no, I'm up north. So my true north up here. Not down south. So I'm up north. Well, more that way. I'm not actually like north, but I'm in the centre, okay? So to stay on the highest path of your destiny, you'll need to keep your compass pointed to true north. Only spirit or a higher power can serve this function. Money, property, prestige, romance, and other material achievements can't help you find your true path. They are simply things you may experience along the journey. Know that spirit is working in your life, so even if you feel lost temporarily, it will be easy to find your way. Have faith and trust, for your compass with spirit as true north will ensure that you'll never be lost, even on a starless night when all seems dark. And the final card, Spark in reverse, 34. You are a clear channel for divine creativity. Let's look at the reverse meaning. That talks about the fire. Sometimes your fire gets doused by others who don't want you to be all that you can be. In that case, you need to move away from the water, lest things get too damp. The spark card in reverse position may also indicate that you're allowing yourself to be so consumed by thought, feeling or situation that you're in danger of becoming completely burned out. Compulsion and impulsiveness must be tempered now. Rest by a warm fire. Let things die down a bit, and then you'll see if the true spark will still be there. If not, you can always light another fire at another time. Wow. Relight my fire, yeah. Your love is my only desire. And I feel like that's why there's a movement. Let things die down a bit and you'll see if the true spark will still be there. And I believe this true spark between you and the Divine Masculine is about to be ignited again. This fire is about to be lit up. Angels and ancestors, okay. You gotta be strong enough to walk on through the night. There's a new day on the other side. Go on, Lulu. You gotta have hope in your soul. Keep on walking. Whoa, 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 whoa. Strong enough to walk on through the night. There's a new day on the other side. On the other side. This is a nice energy. It's a trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. And that's exactly what's going on. So I'm kind of picking up his attire here, being different to the feminine. Must pay attention to the figure who normally goes unnoticed in the boat. Okay. This feels like about making up home. This is energy of that person feeling as if they'll be left behind, but they're not going to be left behind. You're in the boat. I noticed it. Okay. And others will. So let's have a look at this trader energy. This cushion always reminds me of a cushion that Megan made in textiles when she was at school. My goodness, I've opened up to the oracle. Trader. And then opens up to the seer. Shaolin Master, She-Wolf. Let's go to Trader. Make connections and exchange information, talents, or support. The trader brings the lesson and energy of exchange. When he appears, he could represent an opportunity to exchange talents, whatever they may be, in order to expand or be about the exchange of energies that come from the universe, or both. For example, if you are a creative person or consider yourself creative, when you share your talents, you are giving them, and when you do so, the universe will give you more in order for you to share more. It's all a beautiful cycle. The trader also reminds you to be open and honest and act with integrity in your exchanges, because doing something to get something will only lead to challenges. Okay, the extended message. The universe operates under the law of cause and effect and is always looking to return to a natural state of balance. So if you are lacking in the feelings of abundance at this time, you are being invited to share your time, your gifts, and your understanding with others. If you're frustrated because something isn't unfolding in your life, instead of asking yourself what you can get, ask yourself what you can give. And this is so nice because this is the Divine Masculine giving back here. When it says here, so if you're lacking in the feelings of abundance at this time, and I felt like the land could be lacking in wellness, or it could seem like that, you are being invited to share your time, your gifts, and your understanding with others. And it's like, and look how the environment around you will change. Okay. So if you're frustrated because something isn't unfolding in your life, instead of asking yourself what you can get, ask yourself what you can give. The exchange of energy doesn't necessarily mean financial energy. It can also be about supporting in order to feel supported. If you've been holding back with your offerings, now is the time to change that. Allow yourself to be open, honest, and vulnerable. This can prepare you to open up to even greater opportunities in the coming days, weeks, and months. That's a beautiful message. It's given me goosebumps. The next card was a traveller, which I found interesting. So it could be about, at some point you may need to travel, but be aware. Travelling to, it's like an energy zone that's lacking in fruitful abundance. We will finish this reading off, guys, and we will use a Greek mythology card. Okay. Are we going to end with this message? Let's see what the message is first, and then we shall decide. The future. I don't know how you pronounce that. The Mariah? No, not Mariah. Morai. It's very interesting. We've got this card that's come up. The future. These three goddesses were said to spin the future, and this powerful card describes the mechanism of fate. But some ancient Greeks wrote that this is not always predetermined and can be quite flexible. We are allowed to exercise some influence over our future as long as we work within the rules. Now, it spoke about the laws of the universe already. I spoke about there are no rules apart from the rules, the laws of the universe. So it's already spoke about the law of cause and effect with the trader energy. So it's kind of a different set of rules to play along to. Play along to. How nice. To do this, we should seek out our potential future by divination and then work to change the prediction if we don't like it. And that's all it is. You have every control. This is about you being forewarned regarding what has been foreseen. To do this, we should seek out our potential future by divination and then work to change the prediction if we don't like it. We can appeal to Zeus for his leniency, but also we should have confidence in our free will and ability to bend the energy and achieve a better outcome. This combination of both asking of our potential future, but also understanding that within limits, we have the power and potency to alter it is an important one. Total belief. Let's just say that again. Total belief in a positive future will bring contentment towards you. Value each moment and get the best you can out of it. Your confidence and your fortune will then grow accordingly. And we have to leave it with that message. Well, apart from if you'd like to book yourself in a reading, you can do. If you would like a tarot reading, so it's just a recorded reading. I didn't know when I'll be advertising this, but apparently now's the time. So if you would like to book in a tarot reading, and I'll record it and I'll send it over to you via email, then email me. I don't know what kind of spread I'll be doing, but it will be a good one. They always are. £25. And Skype calls. Let me open up Skype calls. £44. Okay, Skype calls are. Email me, guys. I'll put the details in the description box. Are we going to finish with that message there about the future? It says it's a good time to tap into divination. I was just going to offer Skype calls, but I feel like, no, you might be good for me to actually tap into the cards also. So the choice is yours. The choice is yours. Okay, £25 recorded tarot reading, £44 for face-to-face conversation with myself. Okay, guys, have yourself a fantastic, a terrific Tuesday. So much here about how you can bend the energy and bring life to the earth where you are. Okay, interesting message, very interesting. 56 minutes, 21 seconds, love it. Have a fantastic day. I'll catch up with you soon. Okay, email me if you'd like any of those readings I've just mentioned. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.